even numbers, so I count up by the twos. Damn, you gon' count it by the twos. Roll with certified. First you gotta get approved. You know, I gotta get approved.
What it do, what's happening, what's cracking, K-Posse, it's Ahmaud
Jay Wood.
And the street hippie.
and we are the voice of the Streets Approved Radio.
6ix9ine. Or should we say 6ix9ine?
Damn, already, bro? Yeah, shit, let's get
Alright.
into it.
Look, number one topic in the world right now. You know we got to cover it on the Streets Approved Radio because that shit he did is not approved by the streets.
Not at all.
The streets is not loving that. We gonna talk about it. This is not good. Okay, this is not good. So, first off, let's get off to these numbers.
Okay.
Tekashi 6ix9ine broke the record.
Which one?
Demolished the Instagram record. That's the one I'm talking about
Same.
So
first.
what was Tory Lanez at? 200,000?
Tory Lanez was 200,000, but somebody else had
No, Babyface. Babyface had like 500,000.
500,000.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
he blew them out the water.
Yeah.
Blew them out the water too.
What was his number?
2 million.
Yeah, it was climbing.
2 million.
That's nuts.
He wasn't even on there that long.
2 million for snitching.
2 million.
Eesh.
So you snitch in 2020. You snitch and you get 2 million live views. Okay.
Ain't what it is.
Okay, so what y'all think? Why he got the views?
I think,
Curiosity to me.
yeah, folks
I
want to
think
know
people
what,
just
what's
want to know
going on with
what
him.
the fuck Tekashi 6ix9ine been up to.
And not only that, Tekashi was hot before he went to prison. You know what I mean? His numbers are already going crazy.
Yeah.
You know? And
So it's just like it was a wait that everybody was waiting.
anticipation.
How long was he
built
locked up? Was it like a year
It
or
wasn't even
under
long,
a year?
I don't think it was a year.
Almost. It was up there though.
But still, his fan base is crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not only did he got like hip hop fan base, the guy got, you know, the suburban and the urban fan base. You
Best.
And he's Mexican. Like, I mean, I don't know if he's
Yeah.
Mexican or if he's Spanish, but he's of Hispanic descent. So I just feel like you think about the little country of Africa, it's like this big comparison. You know what I'm saying? To how many Hispanic Latino is in the population. Everybody,
Exactly.
like, they all fuck with him, like, heavy.
Yep.
Heavy.
Yep.
He got his most popular song is his Hispanic song. That's the song with the most views on YouTube.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
And I think this one right here, this Gooba. It's
I know they said it's a good
Listen,
song. I
wait.
haven't heard it yet.
YouTube. How many views on YouTube?
40 million in one day.
What's it been like 26 hours?
One day. Not even that.
He dropped
It
it at
just
2
it
o'clock.
was showing 23 hours when I checked it with 40 million
okay.
views. Bro, that's nuts.
Numbers.
You know what I mean?
Numbers.
You're not gonna Drake don't even do that kind of numbers, you know?
So
He said it too. Drake.
Drake.
He said Drake. I don't know. He called everybody out. I don't know who all he called out.
When-
But he damn sure said Drake's name.
when-
It was like,
He
y'all
wasn't
can't
lying.
do it.
He wasn't lying.
when it come to numbers, he can do that. He got all the wiggle room in the world to say I got the numbers.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like he touched every culture with it. You know what I mean? As far as like
The world.
Exactly.
It's like the world
the
is
black
waiting.
people, we in tune with the hell going on. The Mexicans support him, or not just the Mexicans, the Hispanics support him. You know what I mean? And the white fan base, that's probably his biggest support fan base. You know?
So
think so?
he's
I believe so.
invested.
I think it's the Mexicans.
He's invested by Universal.
I believe it's the white people because, well, like the young white kids, shall I say, it's because those are the ones that be at his concerts. Those are the ones that be listening to his music the most. You know what I mean? And plus, that white people, just let's be honest, they the biggest population in the world.
They are.
You know?
Are they?
Well, in the United States, I should say.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yeah, I
what
was
I
gonna
mean?
say because I think we got it
Yeah,
sold
well,
up.
in the United States, that's what I meant. You know what I mean? But
We got it sold up, man.
That's why I feel like that's his biggest fan base. You know what I mean? They actually support this dude. They don't care about what the hell he did to go to prison.
They don't care. And when they get on there, he's like, to my fans. You could tell he really
still got
do.
'em.
He got them. Like he got
Still
them
got
in the chokehold. Them is his fans. And think about how many people over the last year and a half, 2 years that he been locked up, that they still been posting pictures of him.
Yeah.
Still been like,
Ryan
I
for
love
him.
him. I love him. Like, you know. So,
Hey, y'all, that's the kind of fan base we need up here.
hello.
We need
Where
that.
y'all at though? Where
Please
y'all at,
come
though?
support. You know what I mean? We seen the
We ain't
numbers
talking
on the,
about we gonna snitch now.
no, hell no. Hell
You know
no. But
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking about, we just need that fan base. Y'all seen the numbers we did for our first day. We need to go ahead and
Oh,
double
yeah.
that.
Going
Free
up.
subscription to my OnlyFans for 2 days.
So we
There it is. There it is.
we gonna
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button too. The 4 haters that we got to hit the dislike button, keep hitting that because we need y'all views too.
Fuck y'all.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
Keep doing it because we need y'all
but
views
that,
too.
But that was somebody that was trying to go to Guitar Center and set up a podcast, but I bought the last mic.
That was it. That was pissed off about
Yeah,
it. That was
pissed off. So look, we don't want to get real deep into this conversation because it can start up a lot of stuff. You know, we here to be the voice of the streets and not to start any like drama. If it starts, it starts, but we're not here to start it, right? So basically, let me hear y'all's opinion on Dev. You first.
Okay.
So is he a rat?
Yes, he's a rat. Why is he a rat? Because listen, if someone like me, I'm not invested in the streets. I don't bang. I'm not saying, "Ooh, I'm so super gangster."
Right.
If I go snitch on somebody and write a statement on somebody, which I'm not, because I still feel like I gotta be held some kind of way. But if somebody did do something major to me, I probably would write a statement. I'm just saying, if it was major, not this little petty drama stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you preach to be a gangster, you act like you a gangster, you talk about it, then you have to be about that. You talk about somebody fucked your baby mamas, you sound like you being a poo butt. You in your feelings. Like, who cares if somebody fucked your baby mamas? You know what I'm saying? Who cares if somebody tried to kidnap you or your mama? I'm sorry.
I understand. I get what where you're coming from with that. The thing is, these are supposed to be his brothers that did that to him.
Who cares?
You know what I mean?
Y'all in the streets. How many niggas you know done plotted on somebody's baby mama, wife, or I'm not gonna say wife. I'm gonna say
Not
baby
so
mama.
they want. Not the people you supposed to be
Listen.
doing.
Not nobody
Crazy stuff
I
with,
consider
though.
my brother. You know what I mean? I don't see them doing that kind of stuff. You know?
So you telling me that there ain't nobody ever in your life who you considered brothers, or a relationship that you witnessed that they considered each other brothers, and the friend was fucking on the baby mama or the girlfriend or something? You ain't never seen that.
I seen that, but the relationship may not have been as close as far as we kicking it every day.
I mean, I feel like I know of a situation where somebody was kicking it every day with somebody, and he was fucking his ex-girlfriend.
Don't get me wrong.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Niggas is grimy out here.
Niggas
You know
is
what I
grimy,
mean?
not out here, everywhere in the world.
Right.
So I just feel like that's what come with the streets, that come with it. Like, yeah, you want your homeboy to be loyal. Yeah, you would hope that and expect that he would do all this other things. But at the end of the day, if it don't pan out like that, that still don't mean you snitch. That means you handle it in the street way still. So you supposed to, I'm sorry, but you supposed to kill their ass. You supposed to kill their ass. Period.
Dama,
They
what you
supposed
think?
to
What
be
you think?
dead.
What's your
Well,
opinion?
I understand what Devin's saying. I kind of somewhat agree, but the thing is with Tekashi, to me, this nigga was never a gangster, but he was an actor the whole time. You know what I mean? Right. So you can't expect for this nigga to do gangster things. Right. You know what I mean? As far as try to go handle his business like that. Mm-hmm. They recruited him. They tried to just say he was a blood out of nowhere, bro. He wasn't jumped in or nothing like that. They got him into that whatever they is. Yeah, just for that money. You know what I mean? They knew what they was doing. They was going to use him up. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna use his likeness or whatever to make some money off of him rapping and stuff. So that's all that was about. So I don't expect for Tekashi to hold them down and not snitch, and you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what he was probably before that. You know what I mean?
Just cause real quick, would you do 40 years for somebody like that?
No.
Okay then. So what you mean?
I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying I understand where he coming from, but I'm saying like if that's everybody needs to understand if this is the jacket that you're gonna put on yourself,
you gotta wear it.
Wear that fucking jacket.
But
you can't decide that things is getting rough. Like, I'm gonna take this jacket off. You shouldn't have never put the fucking jacket on in the first place.
But
you know
he's
what
not
I'm
a gangster though. That's the thing. He is an actor. This is all
Comedian.
most rappers. Let's be honest with it. Most rappers that's mainstream like that, they actors. They not really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They not really.
So
in the
we
streets
can't
like
really
that.
expect.
You
for
really
them to
can't
act
be
like
at that volume.
Exactly.
I mean, you a target.
That's a whole persona.
And that's why we forgive him. I mean, I don't know if y'all forgive him. Maybe the real niggas don't forgive him. But do y'all forgive him? Do y'all feel like y'all could accept? Could you listen to another 6ix9ine song?
Before I give you that. Okay, so it's different with me. I'm a music artist, so I don't give a damn who you is. I have to listen to Old Town Road, and I didn't like his music. I just didn't like his music.
Right.
I don't listen to Pop Smoke. I mean, he done some good because he made it. There's no hate there, but I have to listen.
And not to cut you off, bro, but what we doing right now, we have to be in tune with what's going on.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got
this right here, this is considered media now, so we gonna have to listen to it regardless. You know what I mean?
But will I bump it in my car coming down the street? Would it be on my playlist? No. Come on.
But what if you like the song?
I don't like the
Would
song.
you make a conscious
I don't think there's one song that I like of him.
But what if he made a song that you did like? Would you make a conscious effort not to play the song like how we do in R. Kelly? Like, I'm really trying not to play R. Kelly.
I still fuck with R. Kelly.
R. Kelly is different.
That shit is dope.
If it comes
That's a
on,
legend.
listen.
You know you jamming to it, Dave. Come on now.
That's
you
a
know
legend.
that.
That's because it was.
Seems like you're ready. See what I'm saying? That's that shit.
I try not to, but listen, I'm just saying. Okay,
Man.
as far as 6ix9ine, are you going to consciously try not to listen to his music? If it's on the radio, you write it on the
I don't.
radio.
I don't.
You're gonna be like,
listen-
damn, I'm gonna turn this shit
I'm gonna
off.
turn
real
it
quick.
off. I don't think it's gonna get that bad. I'm a music artist, so I don't even listen to the radio for one. But I don't think I'm just gonna be waiting on the next 6ix9ine song to come out. I wasn't even like that before he even did what he did. So
Yeah,
I mean,
same here.
same thing. So we talk about loyalty, right? Let's get into this position. This is something that ain't nobody talking about this case, and I think this is something that needs to be addressed.
Talk to me.
So what about the gang? Like, ain't gang supposed to be loyal? So is loyalty fucking his baby mama? Is loyalty kidnapping him? Is loyalty extorting him for his own money? Is loyalty taking his concert money? No. So you expect somebody to not snitch on you and you didn't did all these things to him?
We feel you, but you still a rat.
I mean, street code.
You,
exactly. You
but
like
you still a rat.
exactly.
I get what you're saying. So what we calling Tekashi a rat, right? But so what are we calling them for doing that shit to somebody they consider their little brother or whatever?
Because I feel like loyalty is way harder than being a rat. Like
loyalty is hard.
Like, how can you be loyal to somebody that's not loyal to you? It's just, It's not even. I'm not finna do 40 years for somebody that did all them things for me.
Fuck no.
And it's not about snitching. That's not even the word for, bro. You if all this stuff is true, which we don't know because we wasn't there. But if all this stuff is true, what do you call the gang members? What do you nobody's talking about them right now, but they did all this stuff to him. So do we have any? I mean,
I'm just saying,
why is the world not talking about that? Please comment and tell me.
Let us know.
What do we call them?
We ain't got the answer, Sway.
In the mafia though, listen, they was knocking each other off all the time. You know what I'm saying? They was day ones with each other. But
This ain't no mafia though.
That's a different kind of organization. That's a different kind.
This ain't no mafia.
They
Yeah.
They was about that.
Cause I ain't never heard of a gang that's gonna take somebody that wear them rainbow colors and that loud. And gangs nowadays the gang doesn't want to be highlighted as the best gang in the world. That's not the goal. The goal is territory. The goal is look, we're gonna get this done on a low profile. Look at Nipsey Hussle. We knew he was
our boss name.
We knew Nipsey Hussle was a Crip.
Yeah.
But he wasn't highlighting Crip this, Crip that in his song. You know he was a Crip.
Yeah. And the thing is too, if the gang as Tekashi say he was affiliated with, if they wanted to try to do something to him, I don't think they can. Tekashi got too much money behind him. You know what I mean?
He got them big stacks.
He got billionaires behind him pushing this stuff. You know what I mean?
He got
They
them
not
big
finna let
stacks.
nobody touch him. That's too much money they got flowing in through that guy.
You think he gonna get knocked off?
No.
I don't either. I think it's gonna come about 2 years. He gonna be labeled as the rat of hip hop, but he's gonna go on with his career.
He's gonna continue to make money. He don't give a fuck. That's the thing though. Like,
He probably gonna have the hottest show.
Do you care? If I'm a rat, I did all this stuff. I came home to millions of dollars, plaques, all this other stuff. You know what he said? If you don't got this, you can't even beef with me. You can't talk to me. We can't beef. You know what I'm saying? If I have all this money, and honestly, yeah, it does suck to kind of have to be like, damn, like a lot of people don't fuck with me. But think about how many people still do fuck with him. I wouldn't give a fuck. If I was 6ix9ine, fuck y'all. Y'all want to call me a rat? Guess what? I'm a free rat. I got millions
He's a
of
New
dollars.
York rat. Them rats
I'm
big.
still,
They starting to get
doing
colored hair.
shit. Like, plenty of bitches still throwing the cat at him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's still gonna be.
He winning.
But that's what he was doing. But he was clout chasing or capitalizing on comedian stuff before he even.
Because that's how
Instagram was his.
He came out as a troll.
He's been taking Instagram over since day one. I mean, he's been on Trippie Redd, like, bro.
This is what he does. That's why I said he is an actor. This nigga's not a real gangster.
So they knew, understand, that he got signed before he got released out of jail.
Y'all understand. Y'all don't want to understand.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody want to live by the street code, and that's how it's been for whatever. But there's some other stuff that go with that. Now, I'm not.
Y'all feel like the street code is changing?
Not really necessarily changing, but this situation is like, do everybody know all the pieces to the puzzle? Because I think people's got a misconception about being a snitch. Like, snitching, there's some loyalty in not snitching, but there's no loyalty in that situation.
Listen, I done talked to some real niggas about this. Listen,
but
they not finna go do no 40 years for no one else, but they finna take whatever they take. I feel like niggas who's in the streets and they about that life, they about that life, period. And I feel like 6ix9ine was never about that life. And
so that's why he didn't take that 40.
That's why he didn't take that 40. But he, like y'all said, he an actor, so he made it seem like he was about that life, but he wasn't.
And who knows? It can be all a scam, like a whole.
And see,
this can be all fake.
Yeah,
you don't
but
even
the
know.
thing is, you got to ask yourself: is that where I do it? You know what I mean? Regardless of how somebody else feel about it, if they would take them 40 years or
Because
if
they not under
wouldn't,
the pressure.
You know what I mean?
They not
Exactly.
under the pressure.
Ask yourself: would I do this?
They
Would
not
I tell
under
them
that pressure.
You know what I mean?
Could you leave your daughters for 40 years?
I couldn't. Well, let me tell you, it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
but you'll be looked at as like to yourself as a failed father though, because you leaving you got.
But
three.
then if it was you or like my brother, you know what I mean, that actually did something, I told him I would have to look at myself as a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Which that comes first.
But if I did it, I'm gonna come out. The man
Exactly,
in me, I'm gonna come out and say, "Hey, I did that."
And that's why I fucks with
you
you
ain't
like
gonna
that.
take. You're
You
not
know what
gonna
I mean?
take no time because I'm the one that shot so and so and so. You got 3 daughters, bro. You gotta take your charge for being with me. But I did the murder charge.
But what I'm saying is that if it was a point to where we did something to where like we say we robbed the bank or something together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got caught. I wouldn't snitch on you and say that you was with me that did it. You know what I mean? I would just have to take my time because, like I said, first I'm a man first.
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
straight up rat right
Even
there.
though if I was to tell on you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. All right, we about to get to the streets. Oh, hell no. The week.
The streets unapproved segment.
We do not approve.
Not at all.
Let's see what y'all think. So the first one, it's a lot of crazy stuff that went on this week. We got this girl. Okay, what's her name?
Andrea Ivanova, I don't know.
Bad
From
names.
Bulgaria.
She got 20 plus lip injections.
And she's 22. She's only 22.
So she got more lip injections for every year that she even been on this earth. Yeah. Like just shooting her lip up. What her lip look like? It look like she bit a curling iron or something.
It looked like she listened to Donald Trump and injected that bleach in the lips for the corona. See,
yeah,
that's what it looked like.
So she injecting for the virus.
Bro, she can't even. The only thing she can smell is her upper lip.
But we do got some opinions though. But we do got some opinions. My bro was like, man, what them lips do? You know what I'm saying? Do you think like that?
Them lips ain't doing nothing. Really.
No, not me. Them lips is different. I can't fuck with that.
Them lips is like.
What you think, Debbie? Do you think you'll do that?
Fuck no.
Why?
Because first of all, I believe that I should be happy with my body. Now, I feel like if I want to make changes to my body, yes, I should be able to make any cosmetic changes that I want to make. But at the same time, I need to stay within reason. You know what I'm saying?
This is extreme.
I think
this is very extreme. Like, what,
you don't want to try it because you like.
Fuck no.
Last week you was talking about do we approve of our lady getting plastic surgery and stuff?
I low key want some plastic surgery.
So you want some lips?
I thought about getting my top lip injected because I don't understand why my bottom lip is so fucking big.
This shit may come out looking like this. What you gonna do?
Never. I don't want this. Listen, when I see girls with lip injections, the first thought you could tell because their lip don't move. First of all, they lip.
Oh man.
It's like
They say she the modern day Barbie.
She can't close her mouth.
I mean, if her whole body has cosmetic on it, I feel like Kylie Jenner is the modern day Barbie, though. She's like the person I think.
Plastic surgery she went to Dr. Miami.
Complete different person. She don't look nothing like the same. But this girl right here, she probably still look the same. She just got these big ass lips. But I mean,
that's what she want,
can't
though.
even eat. You talking about what that mouth do? She can't even eat. What you think that mouth do? It don't do
she did
nothing.
say it was hard for her to eat.
It don't do nothing.
She gotta
It don't do nothing.
She gotta sip soup for the rest of her life.
That's it.
She's sticking her tongue out her big ass lips.
She might get a Camel Soup endorsement.
Fuck no.
You know,
bro, this shit is
with
nuts,
them
bro.
It's too much.
Right.
A lot of people go overboard.
Second one. All right, this one tripped me out. All right, I'm just gonna say I don't approve.
Talk to me. What is it?
We got this kid from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me know.
He found $135,000 next to an ATM machine. Nobody around. He turns the money in. But this is what's gonna trip you out right here. Okay, so he did a good thing. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. They rewarded him $500, $100 restaurant gift card,
What's his nigga
and a
name?
placement on the police department.
If I find $10,000, I'm not turning it in.
135. This could have changed his life.
If I find $5,000, I'm not turning it in.
Who's getting hurt in this situation? Because if it's the bank's money, they just gonna do an insurance claim.
Not only did they only give him $500, they gave him a $100 gift card to a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Olive Garden.
It don't say, but my nigga, what?
I bet you it was Texas Roadhouse. He gonna eat that up in
I was up
one spin.
$135K, bro.
Wait,
Y'all
wait.
gonna give me $500?
But check this out though.
Basically
I
$600
want
with the gift card?
I want everybody to view the picture. All right. So you look at the picture. Mama happy, police happy. He happy. He got a plaque in his arm.
But look at the pops.
Pops is just mad.
This nigga like, nigga, you done fucked up our money, man.
Pops got to go back to
This
work.
was our blessing.
See, Pops got to go back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would y'all do if y'all's kid found 135K? We keeping it or we not keeping it?
Nigga,
What?
you gonna get your ass in this car? We gone.
Say, man, we finna go to the lot.
Shit, what?
135. We gonna take it home first. We got to make sure it's real. Make sure it's clean. You gotta spray it with some Lysol because the coronavirus is out here.
What the thing is,
You know what I'm
we gotta
saying?
lay low. We ain't buying nothing
Nah.
right now.
Matter of fact,
you know what I mean?
matter of fact, we finna move.
Yeah.
We up 135K. I know it ain't a lot, but it's a lot to
It's a lot
to
to
turn
start out
around.
with. It is a lot to start
And this is Streets Proof Radio. We got some people in the streets that can flip and flop that.
Hello.
135,000. Give me 135,000 and see what I do with it.
For real. Man.
Give me 10,000 to see what I do with it.
Say OnlyFans. You might OnlyFans. I saw some receipts from OnlyFans.
I seen them too.
500,000.
I seen them too.
Oh, I sent y'all the receipt. It was only 700, but that was only 11 days.
That's from somebody you know, right?
That's from somebody I know.
It might be you. It's an alias. And you ain't even telling us.
Getting to that bag. But some of that stuff I was seeing on there was like, what, 20 bands? You know what I mean? A month?
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's crazy.
It was a
Well,
lot.
listen, somebody told me this the other night. They said him and his woman wasn't having sex for a whole month. He thought about stepping out on her. Think about how many men is like that in the world who ain't having sex on the regular. They busy with their career. You know, it's easy to hit that 6.99. You know, just use that lefty.
Sometimes you gotta take a
lefty.
break. You gotta take a break though. Sometimes you gotta take a break. Take a break because you have sex all the time. You don't want to get burnt out. You take a break and then she make you want it. Like you try to get it, she like, you can't have this. You like, what? This mine.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? You take a break, just
that's
tease me a
that's
little
when
bit.
that's when we be wanting it the most. When she be holding
Yeah.
out on us.
Yeah, exactly.
But then when you get it then, boy.
Say, man.
Turn that
Look.
Hey,
Yeah.
but listen, man, speaking on stepping out on your wife, y'all heard about that Earl Thomas situation?
Yeah, crazy.
No, I didn't
You
hear
hear
about
me?
the Earl
Okay,
Thomas.
so Earl Thomas, you know,
Yeah.
Earl Thomas is a safety for the Baltimore Ravens, and he's actually married. I don't know. I'm not sure if his wife's name, but I guess him and his wife
Miss
got
Thomas.
it. Yeah, just Miss Thomas. You know what I mean? So him and his
Nina.
Nina Thomas. Well, that sounds like.
She sound like she had the Nina.
She sound like she
Okay,
coming with
look,
something.
look.
But check this out, man. So Earl, I guess him and his wife got into it. You know what I mean? This is probably about a month ago. They got into it at home, and you know, Earl Thomas like, forget it, I'm just gonna step out. I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean? Just get out the house to blow some steam off. So he called his brother to come pick him up. Brother come pick him up, and they dip out for a minute. And his wife now she's starting to get worried because he been gone for a while. So I guess she go through his Snapchat. She hacked his Snapchat, found his location, pulled up on him at an Airbnb. Him and his brother had two other hoes in the bed with him. I guess they had like a little orgy party going on. I don't know. But
Family
shit,
orgy.
They said shit was going down.
Oh, Lord.
What she do? She pulled up.
She pulled up on him, broke in the house, broke in the Airbnb with
First charge.
her brother-in-law's ex-wife. Had Earl gun with her.
Second charge.
Put it to his head. She said
Third charge.
The thing is, she had the gun. She put it to his head, but she said she took the clip out, not knowing that there's still a bullet in the chamber.
Fourth charge.
You know what I mean?
And then what she say? What she tell everybody?
What did she say? She said, I got something for all you hoes.
Fifth charge.
Oh, my God.
She'll be out in about a week. He just making her learn a lesson. That she need to stay in her place.
Listen,
What you think, Dad?
ladies,
If you was in that situation, would you would have pulled the Nina like Nina?
y'all want to know the honest truth? I pulled a gun on my man before.
Whoa.
But you talking about a water gun?
But I done picked up a gun, looked at the nigga, looked at the gun, looked back at the nigga, and looked at myself like an out-of-body experience, and I threw it down. But listen, things can happen that fast. When you love somebody,
You would have been in there with 6ix9ine.
you feel like somebody playing with you. You know what I'm saying? You tired of this nigga lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, your emotions get the best of you, and I just feel like I don't know. It says I think they've been married since 2016, so they've been together for 4 years. This nigga probably been lying to her for 4 years, and she fucking tired of it.
Let's not insinuate. You know,
I'm insinuating.
Bro, it's probably been a one-time thing for bro. You know what I mean?
It was probably his brother's fault.
One time thing
I'm
you
in town.
had this orgy. One time, nah, this nigga been cheating. Ladies, this nigga been cheating.
Okay, check
He's
this
an
out.
NFL player. You know they.
Okay, check this out. So let's just say she went through with it and she shot one of the girls.
She should have shot one of the girls.
Wait. You gonna take the charge for your man?
It ain't
Or
taking.
do you think he should take the charge for you?
That's your bed. You lay in it. But at the end of the day, I feel like
He was laying in it.
I feel like she.
What you mean?
No, she needed. She should have just took her own charge if she was gonna go through with it. But the other thing is, somebody taught me don't pull no gun out if you're not gonna use it. So she was in her feelings. My thing is, I mean.
Well, she didn't know. She, like I said, she took the clip out thinking that the gun couldn't shoot without the clip. Exactly. But she didn't know there was a bullet in the chamber.
She said she got some.
But she put it to his head. If she would have shot that nigga, bro, that nigga, that's all. He the breadwinner. He the NFL star. You know what I mean? They got kids together.
It would have been a Hernandez case flipped.
Low key.
You get what I'm saying? It would have been another Netflix series of
not Daniel Hernandez, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
But she still would have
No,
got
we ain't talking about
but the kids would have
6ix9ine.
got the kids would have got the pension. So really, at the end of the day, I'd be like, you
but
know
the
what?
kids
It is
need
what
their
it
mom.
is.
You gonna listen? The mama gonna be gone and the daddy gonna be gone.
Listen, sometimes I think about what would happen if I was gone, and guess what?
So we saying that's approved.
You done thought about this situation. But look at your
take
ass.
care of my son.
So is we saying that that's approved?
It's approved.
It's approved.
It's
I
approved.
approve it.
Like she did good by going in there with that gun.
She didn't,
Nah,
she
she
didn't do
should've
good,
chilled out,
but I
you know what I
definitely
mean?
understand where she came from.
Errol was
But she
coming,
didn't
Errol
pull
was
the
coming
trigger
back
though.
home.
She didn't.
He was
Of
coming
course
back
he come.
home.
That's
You know
his house.
that's
What
what
you
I'm
mean
saying.
coming
Yeah.
back home?
Nah,
That's what he
nigga,
mentioned.
stop fucking playing with me. Listen, that's probably what she said. Y'all gonna stop fucking
But
playing
now,
with me.
and
Hey,
now,
but
now
we-
he like, you gonna sit in there and stop playing with me. You gonna sit in
your
there and
ass in
talk.
jail. The bond money is not coming.
Oh.
You forgot about that
Think
part,
about
didn't
this
you?
shit. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So let's hear a little bit from the street hippie herself, Devery. What you got going on?
So basically, we're starting this new segment called Devery Secrets. And because, you know, I am a double major, so one of my majors is psychology, and I feel like I've always had like a little counseling thing about me. So we want to start this new segment.
Congratulations to that.
Oh, well, thank you. We just want to start a segment where people anonymously write in, and we can kind of just like speak on, you know, that situation, because, you know, a lot of people got a lot of stuff that they want to get out and get off their chest, but they don't necessarily want to tell me directly, Devery, or they don't want to tell anybody directly. So I've been getting some crazy.
So how can they do
answers.
this?
So basically, what you can do is you can follow me on any of my social media. I post the links on there, so you can follow me at Snapchat at Princess Devery. That's Devree. That's probably the best one to post, because even though I don't say it on the air, I usually respond to most of them on my Snapchat. And then you can also follow me at The Real Street Hippie on Instagram. So either The Real Street Hippie on Instagram or Princess Devery on Snapchat. Follow me. I accept everybody, and just basically you can send in your little questions when you see the link.
So I think you started this like a week ago, right? So I'm pretty sure you got some crazy stuff that came through. I mean, some stuff that we would have never known.
We're going to start with the craziest thing. And actually, this young lady did not send it to me anonymously. She sent it to me directly, and I still will not ever disclose her identity. But
fuck that. Who is
This
that?
Streets Proof TV.
I'm not doing it.
We keeping it 100 on here. What it is,
It's
damn.
gonna hurt y'all's feelings. There's some crazy stuff on here, but this first one I'm gonna tell y'all.
Hey, if it's ever my girl, you better come back and let
How
me
am
know.
I gonna know it's anonymous?
No, if she ever came to you unanonymously and said, "What's up? We a family."
I will let y'all know. Don't
We
worry.
handling this shit off air.
I got y'all. Listen. So the first one that I got was, could you forgive your mom if she lied to the police about your stepfather raping you to keep him out of jail?
No.
Whoa.
That's deep.
What you talk? Well, I mean, you're a Christian, or if you walk the faith of God, I mean, I feel like you always gotta forgive somebody. But would you forget, or would you mess with your mama in the same like strength? No. Like, I mean, that's because you basically chose the dude.
You chose this nigga over me.
Over your
me.
own child.
It should never work like that.
Nah, it shouldn't ever work.
That shit sounds disgusting.
I feel like the best advice that I could give her is just Because, you know, me and my mom, we've had a strained relationship too. We good now, but we've had like a crazy relationship. And I feel like when I was so upset with her, it hurt me. It hurt me way more. So
and you gotta forgive.
You gotta forgive them, and like just because you forgive them doesn't mean you gotta let them know you forgave them. It don't mean that you have to write them. It don't mean that you have to speak to them. It don't have to do nothing. Once you forgive them in your heart, you're good. You can start healing, because until you forgive your mother, then you're not going to start healing, and healing.
Correct.
You don't have no room.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't have to what? You don't have to forget.
You don't gotta
You know
forget.
what I mean?
Never forget, because that's how you learn.
Exactly.
That's if you ain't forgetting stuff, then you will never move to the next level.
Correct.
So.
Right.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Hit it.
Low key want to cheat on my boyfriend with his homeboy because he's cheated on me so many times.
You nasty mother.
Is she nasty for wanting to cheat? Is she nasty for
Why she gotta do with his homeboy?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I think it's remorse. I'm not real big on remorse. Like, you want to go mess with my homeboy, so you want to mess up 2 relationships because you mad.
You dirty for even thinking that.
Why don't you just take you a girls trip to Miami or something and get you some? Come back and you gonna feel a little better.
Not with my homie, not with my brother. Come
Yeah,
on.
you can't do that.
That's how murders happen.
Man, that ain't approved over here.
Listen.
Nah, they don't want to do that.
I done fucked with somebody's homie before. Listen, it wasn't worth it.
See what I'm saying? But like you said, it wasn't worth it.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't worth it. It fucked up our whole relationship. You know what I'm saying?
As
And
it should.
two
But
relationships.
He was being a hoe ass nigga. Let me tell you. Man, I was fooling with he was being a hoe ass nigga. His friend was also being a hoe ass nigga coming at me. So really, we was all in the wrong.
So you don't.
We was young as hell.
Yeah, I don't even know which one of y'all was wrong, more wrong than the
Yeah.
other.
Everybody was wrong, okay? But at the end
The
of
whole
the day,
circle.
that tit for tat shit don't get you nowhere, okay? It don't get you. I said just leave that boy. Girl, leave him alone or forgive him and move on with your relationship.
Or, no, I'm saying.
Now, we ain't gonna
Let's
judge
go,
you.
let's
Shit.
go.
If you want
Come
to
on.
be getting cheated on, we ain't nobody gonna judge you. That's your fucking life. Okay, let me see. Okay, how do you go about someone blackmailing you about old naked pictures in your phone? Like them wanting to post on social media. Should you write it out and see what happens, or should you?
Just having to post that shit.
Yeah, you just
Hey,
capping.
hey, matter of fact, sign up for OnlyFans, post that shit yourself, and then tell them to post it and share it again so you can get paid for it. Straight up.
There it is.
We live in a world where porn is accepted.
Somebody hanging that over your head. You tell their ass, post
But hold
that
up,
shit.
wait.
I wish somebody.
But
would
hold on,
post
wait.
My motherfucking nudes.
You got to make sure you are postable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby, post my nudes.
Post them.
Post them.
But after you sign up for OnlyFans, so you can get paid for it. Post
So
them
you can rake that in.
and let's see where it go.
Nah, because the OnlyFans picture's gonna be even more fire than the little random faggoty ass flicks you.
Tell them to
got.
post them
Go
too.
on then, there.
Post
You
them.
might not know who gonna like the ratchet picture. You might have a dude sitting behind a computer in Montana looking at you like, oh man, that's what I want.
Oh, look at this here. Would you look at this here? Would you
Listen.
take a look at that?
Y'all funny as fuck. Okay, so basically, tell him to post him and see if he really about that, and if not, just I'm sorry. I
That's
don't know
extortion.
what to do. It's extortion. So what she need to do? She need to call the cops. Or
Nah,
she need
nah.
Well, she got
nah.
proof though. If she do end up going to the police with, she got proof because the dude probably done told her that.
I don't
Hey, I
think
got
those
these.
these
Yeah,
pictures.
exactly.
I-
Say
I-
the messages. You got proof. If you don't want them pictures out there like that, don't let
I
nobody.
don't think he'll
don't let
do
nobody
it.
black.
And
I
if
don't
you
think.
ain't-
I don't think.
I don't
he'll
think
do
so
it.
either. But what I'm saying
Because he
though,
would already did it.
but what I'm saying though, say
Say
if
he
this
do.
girl got kids or whatever, and this dude go ahead and do post those messages or pictures or whatever the case may
It's
be.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's going. How is that gonna make her feel? You know what I mean? So
And that's why I
you
said-
got proof. Hold on to that proof of those messages, and if you got to, you can go forward with it. You know what I mean? But other than that, tell that nigga to post it. That nigga just capping. He ain't finna do that shit.
You would have did it a long time ago.
Yeah,
You ready?
let's get it.
So my boyfriend that I've been with for almost 8 years has cheated many, many times. I don't say because of the kids, though I have a 4. I really do love him and believe he will change. He tells me he cheats because I don't feel the void that his family left him. I don't get it. How do I fill the void? I'm here for him. I don't understand.
Leave that nigga.
Leave him alone?
You want to be real?
Come
I
on,
mean,
y'all
come
tell
on.
me.
Because you said, I mean, if somebody
first
love
off,
you-
go to therapy. Go through a therapy session or something. You know
Her
what I
or
mean?
him? The
But-
girl?
Both of them as together.
but-
They together.
But look, it's accepted though. She already accepted it. Just that little bit, what you said, she accepted it because she said that he been cheating on me for 8 years, and I know why he cheat. He told me why he cheat. Let me tell my girl, look, this is why I cheat. Ball game.
Right.
She's already accepted it. So I can't even have no opinion on that because you already accepted it. It's a go. He gonna keep doing it because he already told you why he did it.
So
That's
what
true.
You
should she
still
have
ain't did
did?
nothing.
What is a girl supposed to do? If we in a relationship and I love you, I've been with you, I deeply care for you and love you. I done created a whole life with you, and I find out you cheat on me. What am I supposed to do?
All right, so just real.
The part you just left out though, right there, Dave, is that he said that she's not feeling the void that his family didn't have for him. You know what I mean? That's important. That's why I brought up the therapy part because
Maybe it's something he need to get.
yeah, that sounds like some
yeah.
trauma. You know what I mean? From way back when maybe he was little or something. You know what I mean? Like
So could
he
he
missing a
change?
void. Yeah,
And
he
she
can
know
change.
that. That's why she's still with him.
So
She
A
know
lot
that.
of stuff happened because of growth.
yeah, this ain't a question, but why we gotta suffer first? Why we can't just get
It's not-
love?
it's
I think
not
that's
intense.
growth. That's growth though.
Yeah, it's not intentional. I
growth.
promise you, it's not.
That's
intentional.
growth.
If
That's
you-
growth though, right? That's growth.
Is it?
Everything you suffer with everything when you growing. Everything.
Right.
From the mud to the you know what I'm saying? To the
But the thing is, too, it's not intentional that we trying to make y'all suffer when we go out and, like, say if we was to cheat. You know what I mean? That shit is not intentional. We're not trying to hurt your feelings on purpose, you know? So we're not looking at it in the big picture. We maybe should be. We should be thinking about our wife's feeling, our girl's feeling, you know what I mean? But in that heat of the moment, we not. You know what I mean? So that's one thing we don't want to do. We don't want to hurt y'all feelings. That's why we lie about the shit most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to...
with these hoes.
Yeah, like we.
These no good ass Oompa
Oh,
Loompa ass.
I go
shit.
ahead. I go ahead and put my, cause it's behind me. I go ahead and put it like, I didn't got caught cheating before. You get what I'm saying? And the way that it made me feel, like looking at her, like how she was expressing how she felt, like it put a nigga on like another lane. Like, what you doing? Are you finna lose all this?
You gonna fuck all this up.
You gonna mess all this you invested. You gonna mess all this up, and you did her dirty, like plain dirty.
And
Like she's sitting here crying, like her life, like she, you got
She wanna
situations
kill
where
herself.
people want to kill yourself. You
But
should
that-
you should never have to feel like that about anybody.
That's like what you said just a second ago. It's all about growth, bro. That's growing.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
growth.
what I mean? You
But
growing as a
does it
man, you
happen-
start to realize that.
See what
But did
got
she
me? She
accept
didn't
it?
say 1 year. She said 8.
But did she accept it or what did she say? But that's the thing I'm asking. You didn't answer the question. If my man is cheating on me and I done caught him cheating on me 2-3 times, even one time, the first time, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be with him and be like, man, you made a mistake, we growing? Or am I supposed to leave his ass because I'm not accepting it?
I think
Because
the
if
first
I stay
time-
with him, y'all think we accept it.
I think no. I think the first time you let them know, like, I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to in order to be with me, it ain't gonna be none of that. You setting the bar. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta. I feel like you have to see progression. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you gotta-
Like,
it's some- you gotta be
let me
some
let me
room
tell
there.
y'all. So when it comes to cheating, especially as a man, this shit is actually instilled into us. And what I mean by that is it goes back to when we little kids. Everything we see on TV, we see, you know what I mean, the hottest rapper having all these hoes on TV. You know, you have all the girls. You know what I mean? Your uncle or something, he tell you, hey, bro, you need to have 2 or 3 girls, not just one. You know what I mean? And so till we all the way grown, so for say from 7 to 18 years old, that's what we feel like is right. You know what I mean? That's 11 years, and then you expect for us to change when we turn 20, 24 or something like that. It's like, I've been knowing this basically my whole life. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I'm supposed to go about things. Like, it's hard for me just to change everything I know in my whole life in the course of 4 years. You know what I mean? That's why it takes time for us to grow. You know what
Every
I mean? We
female is different. Every relationship is different, though. You can't put on this certain situation that we talking about 8 years. This needs to be some therapy involved. He need to get right.
So
She
she gonna stay with him? Y'all
she
gonna
she
stay
need
with
to,
him?
but she need to get the facts straight. She need to let him know that I can't continue to do this.
She got to put a foot down. Just being honest, she got to put a foot
Set the
down.
bar.
So foot down is you're going to therapy. We going to therapy as a couple. We're gonna
Yeah.
see what's happened, and if it don't change, then I'm out.
If it don't
That's what
change,
it
we need
is.
to end it.
That's what it is.
Cause somebody else out there want me. That's the mentality she gotta look at.
All right, so we gonna end this on this last one.
This one crazy.
Uh-oh.
I slept with my boyfriend's daddy,
Whoa.
and it was so much better.
Whoa.
But then his mom came back in the
Nasty
picture, so I'm confused on what to do.
Wait a minute. I think you got to read that one over again. Man. God, that was a lot. That was a lot. Hold on. Say it again.
I slept with my boyfriend's daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it actually says dad. And it was so much better. But his mom came back in the picture, so now I'm confused on what to do now.
So basically, she done got some experience, mojo. But at
Her
the same time,
her mother-in-law came back
at the same
into
time,
the think about that. Her mother-in-law then came back into the picture. What is
trademark
oh.
Marcus Styles, man. Don't leave your for show rabbit
For
for
some
some
more
more
rabbit.
rabbit. It end up with no rabbit at all.
Shout out to
You get what I'm
Marcus
saying?
Styles.
Real.
Look, it's a bad situation for her, cause she finna lose both of them.
Listen.
The daddy don't want. He don't want nobody to know he hitting. She don't want him to know that she hitting his daddy. And if the boy find out his daddy hitting, what he gonna do?
He done with you, girl. Listen.
This nigga may kill his daddy. You may kill the whole family. You don't know.
So basically, you done messed up.
Yeah.
You better get up out of there while you can.
That's my only advice. Leave the situation, because at the end of the day, can't nothing good come from it. Like, can you really be in a relationship with this man, your boyfriend, the young one? Can you really have a child with this man and have a relationship with him knowing you done fucked his daddy? Like, every time you go to a cookout, every time you go to Christmas,
You gonna run into
you see the
and
daddy.
let me tell you something. The
think
daddy is a fucked up nigga. Like this nigga
That's
needs
that
his
old
ass
school.
beat.
Well,
Nah,
look,
bro,
but
that's
check this
different,
out.
bro. That
But check this out too. You got to understand this situation as well. So during sex, she say that the sex was better with his dad or her dad. She has more feelings for her dad, his dad, than she do for him.
She don't got feelings.
Man, she got feelings.
Their vagina
She got feelings. She hitting. Because look, I'm gonna just tell you this right now. Like, you can hit like multiple women. You know what I'm saying? But my wife's shit,
it hit different.
it hit different. That's that love. I'm telling you, it's sex ain't all physical.
So
It
maybe
has a
she
lot
don't
of
love her
mental stuff to.
boyfriend. Maybe she don't love her boyfriend. Maybe she ain't got no real
She
feelings
don't.
for
She
him.
don't to hit his daddy.
She damn sure ain't got no feelings for
The daddy don't love his son.
I want to know who hit up who first.
Bro, this is a crazy ass situation.
This
Yeah.
need to be on the porn site or something.
This need to be
It's
on
a
Mari.
story.
First of
I don't
all,
think we can handle this type of situation. This is different. This shit don't get more Jerry Springer than this. Y'all know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't handle this one for you. You know what I mean? You gotta
I
take
just say leave them both alone, girl. If you still want to get the dick from the daddy, then go on ahead and do that. But you can't. You ain't got no future with the son no more. Like, it's done. It's over with.
Now
It-
check
Your
this.
mama-in-law finna kill her.
Now check this out.
And if the mama find out, you think you
She
can
finna
fuck
kill
with
her.
the son still? Ah, nah. Bye.
I'm heated.
Why is that?
I'm heated. I mean, I was unaware of the Ahmaud Arbery case. Arbery case.
Yeah, I just found this.
I was unaware about it. It happened a few weeks ago.
No, it's happened a month ago.
A month ago, 4 weeks ago.
And it's just now basically getting to the light as far as the media wise. You know what I mean? It's basically starting to circulate the country.
So just
now,
a recap.
Basically.
Just to recap of what went on, you got a man that's jogging, getting his miles in. We ain't got no gyms. You got to get it in some way, somehow.
All right.
He get harassed. He go around him. Keep jogging.
Harassed by who though? Because that's
Two
important.
White man.
2 European white men. However good you want to
Caucasian,
say
however
it.
you want.
White, black, white.
Hillbilly.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
They address him. He go around him. He keep on going. Then they say, "Oh, I think he got a weapon." We talking about, can you carry a gun in your shorts?
Wait, hold on, bro. It's not that they said we think he have a weapon. They know he didn't have a weapon, bro.
But
That's what they told the police. You know what I mean?
We thought
they
he had a
fabricated
weapon.
the story.
Okay, of course.
Exactly.
So he go around him. He keep going. He get approached again, but this time they approach him with rifles and a shotgun, and they approach him and they cut him off. They wouldn't let him go around this time. What you doing jogging? Blah blah blah. Whatever their conversation was, we just see him fighting for his life. Try to get the gun out of his hand. Dude in the back of the truck shoot. Pow pow pow. 3 times and more.
Right.
He stumbles. He goes down.
Murder. You know what I mean? Not just shoot this man. Not just, you know what I mean, try to intimidate him. They assassinated this man. This young man at
Publicly.
that.
They said he had went to a house that was being constructed. So brand new house. Being constructed. He was looking through the windows and things like that.
Bro, but the thing is, bro, that's their story. These is just two white men stories.
I'm just giving you. I'm giving you. I'm giving the story that's on paper.
Listen, I
understand
stopped
that.
and looked through windows.
Right.
I just did it.
You can't do that.
The other day.
You can't do that.
I don't believe him. I don't
Why?
believe he was doing that.
Why can't
But
I look through
but
windows?
but
It's a brand new
but
house
if
being
he's, I'm saying you can't do it or you're gonna end up dead. That's what I'm saying.
built. Because we're black. That's why.
Exactly. But I don't believe that he was even doing it. I believe he was just jogging around his neighborhood, taking his daily jog
But
like
if
his parents said he
if
do
he
every
was
day.
looking at a video, looking at through a window or constructing,
Right.
I want to see how nice his house is. I might want to buy it.
Right.
But you mean to tell me this dude is gonna rob or he's gonna vandalize something in broad daylight?
Listen, bro.
I mean, people do that kind of stuff, but I also feel like there's no logic to this story. Like they said that there was a history of break-ins in the neighborhood. They just said there's no history of break-ins.
Basically,
we
gotta-
like.
Bro, let me tell you, I'm tired of these goofy ass white folks, bro.
Me too.
You know what I mean? This shit is getting old.
Yeah,
And
right.
they got this
Right.
post going around that says "run with a mod." You know what I mean? I understand that, but what I think that shit should say, it should say "fight with a mod." Because if you watch that video of him, he didn't go down without no fight. You know what I mean? They may have shot and killed him, but they gonna remember that ass whooping he gave him. You understand? So that's what it should be. It should be "fight with a mod," and that's what I feel like we all should be doing.
But you know what though? If you think about this case, this shit would have stopped if George Zimmerman case would have been handled correctly.
Yeah,
This would have never went on.
but
But you have these type of people who have these mindsets of black, white, the racist mindset. Because don't get me wrong, I work with all colors. I own a company. I have no choice. You have people that don't give a damn about that.
right.
But you got the people that still got it in their head.
That
about
old school mentality.
A skin pigment is going to define what a person is doing. 9 times out of 10, a black person don't give a damn about what you got going on. But you always give a damn about what we got going on.
Right.
We don't even care.
They don't want to see us win, bro. That's all it is to it. They don't want to see us win. They don't want to see black people on top.
It's not even that. It's sad that he died, but the saddest part to me is not even the death.
The justice.
Yes, it's the justice that we feel like will probably not be served. It's the fact that y'all felt like it's okay to do this type of stuff. Like,
Exactly.
y'all, it's so normal. Like, in what does it say on here? It says within in the other shooting, the Indianapolis police after killing 3 people in 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel like this shit is okay, and I hate to say it because my grandfather, he's not my biological grandfather, but he's the grandfather that raised me. He's white, and I be feeling some type of way when I say this stuff, but then I'm like, nah, I can't feel no type of way because it is what it is. White people in this country, it's hella racist white people, and even people who ain't racist, who don't think they racist or they prejudiced, and y'all feel some type of way about black people, y'all feel some type of way about Asians, Mexicans, Muslims, and y'all feel like y'all could take the law into y'all's own fucking hands and y'all can do shit. And even what's worse is these KKK members, Klan members, these people who are on these white supremacy websites and pages and blogs and all that other stuff. Y'all are governors. Y'all are policemen. Y'all are mayors. Y'all the motherfuckers who make
They the
laws
justice
for us.
system.
Y'all the justice system. So at the end of the day, we not gonna get no justice, and that's why we didn't get no justice with Zimmerman, and that's why we probably ain't gonna get no justice now. And so I pray that things change, and I pray that the status of the world and the things that are going on is actually moving forward.
Right.
But as we've been shown time and time again,
It's not.
It's not for us.
It's not. And like you just said, you pray that this stuff moving forward, and these old white folks that are racist like that, like you said, they are running the justice system basically. And so that's where I feel like we got to start taking account to our own goddamn hands. You know what I mean? It's been too long we've been doing these marches with like Martin Luther King way back in the day. That shit don't work. As that shit been happening for 60 years now. We've noticed that don't work. They killing us.
The peaceful stuff ain't getting us nowhere.
Exactly. And so you know what we need to do? I don't want to say it's just an eye for an eye type of thing.
No.
But if we see one of our brothers or our sisters getting beat on the streets by police
We
or
need to step
getting manhandled, put your damn phone up. Put that shit in your pocket and go handle that situation.
That's what it is the
You know what I
phone.
mean? Quit being scary, man. Because if they do it to them, they can do it. They're going to do it to you. They're going to do it to your son. They're going to do it to your daughter. Until we step up and start handling this shit our own selves, it's going to keep on happening to us. You know what I mean?
And the NAACP and all these organizations, they ain't making it no better.
Bro, that peaceful stuff,
Like,
I understand it, and I'm glad y'all trying to move that way, but it's not working. You know what I mean?
Working, and it ain't never worked.
Yeah, it's time for us to start pulling our tools out. Start for us to start pulling our fist out. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you see a police out there beating on your brother or your sister, you jump in for no reason.
I just don't
Let me
think-
get that. For no reason, then that's when you need to jump in and start handling their ass.
I don't think it's ever gotten even just really better because it's still different ways now that we've been, what would they say, punished for what? It's still been ways that we've been racially profiled of a skin pigment. Now it's in the justice system. We go to jail. We go to jail for the same case. White or black go to jail for murder. White man or white woman that killed her kids, what she get like 9 months probation,
Months.
5 years probation, and then you got a guy or a black person do the same thing and they get life in jail.
I mean, what you think about that white lady who just got arrested in Texas? She just got arrested here for opening her salon. She didn't give a fuck about it. They came and served her. She ripped the paper up. She didn't care. They put her in jail. But guess what? Now the governor's like, y'all need to release her. She white, but you're the one who put this law into order. You're the one who put this in order. No
So you need to
salons
stand
to be
behind
open. So you don't want to stand 10 toes behind what you said. But I'm sorry, but had it been a black woman, had it been a Hispanic woman. Listen, even an Asian woman, she finna sit her ass in that jail because you're gonna make an example out of her, but because it's a white person or somebody with a lighter pigmented skin, y'all feel some type of way about it, and that's the shit that I don't fucking like.
That's the shit that hurt your stomach when you see that shit on TV. You know what I mean?
We got
And that's why
kids.
I really feel like, and this may be problematic to some people out, but we need to bring this Black Panther Party back. You know what I mean?
We really do.
We need somebody out there to protect us. You know what I mean? Because the cops is not gonna do it. We all in our 20s, but we've been doing this since we was toddlers. You know what I mean? The cops is not here to protect us. They not here for black people, period. You know what I mean? There's a certain demographic they out there protecting. So it has to be a party for us that's gonna be out there to protect us in a way.
So we need to,
you know what I mean?
but we got to start with the rights that we got right now, or whatever they so-called say. I mean, we need,
What you mean?
It seems like that black people don't want to move towards of going down the right road to do the right stipulations, to do the right things. Like, we got to start getting these gun licenses. Let's go as a group, get these gun licenses. Let's get registered, and let's use what the permission that we do have. We can all have a gun. I got my license.
It starts with the training of the young black male. You know what I mean? If we start on the younger kids to understand them to do right, stay out the streets in a way, and start, you know what I mean, doing right to way.
But I mean, literally, in this case,
are y'all saying that just because somebody's in the streets and just because somebody's a gangster that they deserve to be killed by the police?
No.
We're talking about both of them. He was in the street jogging.
No, listen. What I'm saying is that
you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying
this is serious.
No, listen. What I'm saying is that I don't care if you're in the streets or you're a gangster doing it or whatever. Be able to purchase a gun or something legally. You know what I mean? Don't have nothing in your background that's gonna keep you from getting. You giving them access. Exactly. You giving them to
corruption.
say, no, you can't have this. You know what I mean? You can't protect them because you got a felony background type of ordeal. You know what I mean? So no, we gotta train ourselves. You know what I mean? To be able to equip ourselves
legally.
You know,
because it's still gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be as bad. But we gotta make steps. I mean,
it starts young.
You gotta make steps.
It starts.
It's generational.
Think about when y'all watch. I don't know if y'all watched the documentary on Khalif Browder. If y'all watched 13th, you know what I'm saying? James Baldwin say to be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be enraged almost all the time. When I watched those two documentaries, I was getting into it every day on Facebook with people because I felt so enraged. I felt pissed off about this. But then I really feel like I had to let a lot of stuff go because it hurts so bad to admit it that like it feels like there's nothing we can do. It feels like we're powerless. Like it feels like we're powerless sometimes. Like yeah, we can get our guns and we can shoot, but at the end of the day, if these laws don't change, if these people who are in power don't come out of power, what can we really do?
It's not the laws. It's not because the laws is there.
We have to.
It's the people that enforce the laws because the laws is there. The laws is there, so
we have to get black people being judges.
So what we need to do is we need to tell black people to quit going to school for sports medicine, quit going to school for these degrees.
But you're not
these social work degrees. That's not a bigger. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Business degree.
You need to go to school for a degree that's gonna change the world for the better.
Exactly.
But I feel like we're never gonna get over that hump. It's not gonna happen. This is not our home.
I don't believe that.
I don't think we're gonna get over it.
Oh, I do.
I don't think we're gonna get over it.
Because our generation, we already thinking different. You know what I mean? The older generation, I'm not like the ones, but okay, let me say, our parents, the generation that really just didn't give a damn. Like they go about it like this is what it is. You know what I mean? And the ones before them, they was kind of like on a more peaceful tip. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if we do these marches, if we do this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Everything will be together. Our generation, we about change by force. You know what I mean? We gonna say, no, Fuck that. This ain't right, and this is what's gonna happen.
America and the media hide so much stuff away from us. Like there's I'm telling you, there's happier countries. This country is so depressing. I went to Canada. Everybody's happy. I seen no racism in Canada, none while I was there. And they asked me the same question. Yeah, why are y'all so racist down there? I'm just like, what are you talking about? But as a black person, I think I'm used to it. I'm used to having to work harder for something that I need.
Right.
Like it's all I know. I don't know what it is to have the easy route.
But we can't depend on the laws or nothing like that to change the racism in this country. If you think about it, we had a damn black president. You know what I mean? And stuff still ain't changed. Stuff probably got worse after that. You know what I mean? So that's not gonna change it. Like I said, all the marching, and I understand we got to go out and vote and elect the right people and stuff, but it's still not changing shit when we do. We got to take this action to our own hands. We got to show them that we standing up for each other. Right now, they think they what they do is they divide and conquer. We keep them fighting amongst themselves. We can control them until we actually decide to come together and learn the laws and learn what we can do and how much power that we do have. That's when stuff's gonna start changing.
So basically, we need a change in the streets. We need a change in the judicial system. We need to change how we look. I mean, y'all gotta understand that going to the NFL, going to the NBA, like that's cool, but that's not doing nothing. We need change because you got people in the NFL that get racially profiled, drug tested.
That's exactly what I was about to
drug tested. I mean, it's everywhere. But they like, oh, let me give you this $20 million. You hush up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the NFL and the NBA, the most race that's getting drafted is blacks, and they looking at you like, oh, he's strong. Bro, it's the same mechanism. Yeah. But it's the same mechanism as it was
fast,
back in the day.
You know what I mean?
Bandingo.
Yeah, he can bring me some money because I'm fast.
It's the same mechanism. It's the same mechanism. So you got to look at it like you really have to restore something. But we're never gonna. We gotta stick together and restore. That's the main thing. We can't be turning on each other. They did that to us.
Right.
But I feel like it's so hard for us to like love each other. Like I feel like that's one thing that black people like. We can say all day, "Ooh, I love my people. I love black people," and like I do really be feeling like that. But at the same time, I feel like with black people, it's so much animosity between us. It's so much hatred. We are always trying to one up each other. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you said, like. We've been taught that though. If you think about it from the beginning of time, we've been taught to hate each other. We wasn't allowed to really have conversations and talk to each other.
And that's why I said their whole tactic is to divide and conquer. Yes. You know what I mean? They keep us hating each other that way they can conquer.
Because you gotta also think about this too. There, the white people was against each other a long time ago too. We don't have the generations of being free and working together to make that happen. Yeah. Because there was civil wars and wars before time that they had. We ain't had the time. We don't have generational wealth to create the businesses. Walmart been here 100 years plus. We don't have that type of time. Yeah. Like we'll never top that. We're behind. Never. We'll never get in front of them because time. That's something that you can't get back. Something you can't add. And they're one step up, and that's a step that we can't make because of the time.
Just think about like the people we know, like the jobs. 95% of we know of our peers. Our mamas was not college graduates. Our fathers, our parents wasn't college graduates, and so it's just crazy because I went to somebody's house the other day, and they mama has their own practice, they doing all these things, and I'm just looking at their life like this is amazing. I cannot wait to give this to my child because it's amazing. But it's like my mom gave me more than what her mom gave her. I'm gonna give my son more than what she gave me, but it's like you said, time. This comes in years and generations and generations. We have to do the best with what we're given.
We can only build upon it.
Yes, we can only build upon it, and so. Y'all been having all these years, so when y'all's family, white people, when y'all's grandparents and everything, they was building their businesses. We wasn't allowed to have businesses. They was burning down our Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
It still get burned down to this day.
Slavery wasn't that long ago, if y'all think about it.
It was like 55 years ago.
Exactly.
56 years ago.
So we just now being able to accumulate wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you think there's still modern day slavery? I mean, what race has the most? What race is the most people in the penitentiary?
Of course, bro.
And that's free labor.
But in the Constitution, it says that the penitentiary is modern day slavery.
Modern day slavery. It's right there in your face.
Yeah.
But we
gotta be knowledgeable.
Nobody is taking that seriously. But we gotta understand as black people, like they say, Trump president. How many of y'all got out and voted? My vote don't count. That's everybody's mindset, right?
Right.
But how we gonna know if your vote counted or not if you ain't even going to go vote?
You didn't try. if you didn't try.
You get what I'm saying? We got a large population of black people. I'm telling you right now, if the population of black people was to vote, you can't have no opinion on who's in office or who the president is if you didn't go put in your vote. You didn't put in no effort.
And the thing with that too, I believe that we should start holding our vote. You know what I mean? And I mean that as black people, as a collective. Not saying that we shouldn't go out and vote, but we should start making demands as far as maybe we should have our own party first off. You know what I mean? The Democrat and the Republican Party, they not doing enough for black people. You know what I mean? People, older generations, they believe the Democrats what we all should do. We should all vote that. You know what I mean? But if you look into it, they don't give a damn about us. They make us these promises that never happen.
At the
you
end
know
of
what
the
I mean?
day, how I see politics is don't nobody give a damn about nobody, okay? It's all about personal gain. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watch the show Ozark, but listen, that be taking a little look into the things when they talk about the governors. You know, they like, look, I'ma do this for you if you do this for me. You put this bill in for me, but then back end I got all these businesses, so we gonna put this bill through. But all my business is gonna get whatever it is that bill is. So I'm a multi-billionaire just off of this one bill that we done put into effect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're always doing stuff for their personal gain. It's not for us. It's not for us. It's
but that's what I mean by that. That we got to have our own personal gain now. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, because the Democrats, they rely on black people vote. You know what I mean? And so we tell them, nah, fuck that. We ain't going out and voting for y'all. This is what we want. If y'all don't come to the table with it, then we ain't going out to vote. Y'all just ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean? Regardless of what happens. So. And I think once they start seeing that, hey, we done put our foot down, they going to realize, okay, we're going to have to do this for the black community, or we're not going to get their vote.
I still believe we have the power to change stuff.
That's all it is. That's what it is.
Ourselves. We got to start in our communities and ourselves first. Like, you got people running down the block talking about this my block, this my hood, but you don't own a piece of grass in the hood. You get what I'm saying?
Your mama written over there.
How about
your mama written over there?
How about she been renting for 25 years?
Exactly. They ain't no ownership.
You done paid off the house 3 times.
Yeah.
So how about you get together with some black people? You know what I'm saying? I put in 20,000. You put in 20,000. You put in 20,000. Let's get this rent property.
Let's buy the block.
Somebody buying. Let's buy another one. Let's buy another. But those types of architecture for advancement like that has never been taught to the black community.
But it's changing. You see, we having this conversation right now. Our generation is making shit happen.
Yeah, and we're a lot more conscious about the thoughts, even the thoughts that we have.
That's why the world getting scary.
And yeah, it is getting scary. Instead of run with the mob, we should be saying fight with the mob. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us is getting tired of it. It's a lot of people like me who I'm like, I'm about the peace, but even me about the peace. Something's gotta give. Like, we can't keep doing this. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna take people dying. It's gonna take buildings to get burning down. It's gonna take riots.
It's gonna take sacrifices.
It's gonna take sacrifices for these people to start listening to us and start thinking that our lives matter, because our lives do matter and nobody thinks so except us.
So go to the state when everything open up. Go get your gun license. Carry your gun. Protect yourself. Protect your family.
You ain't gotta be flashing that shit all on Facebook either, man. Nah. That's for you and your home. You know what I mean?
You ain't gotta. Nobody gotta care what you got, because I guarantee you, and it's gonna always be like that. Them white people got that heat.
Boy.
But it only take one. You get what I'm saying? Just protect yourself. You know, like we gotta be better as black people. We gotta come together more. We can't just let an organization like the NAACP represent us. We gotta represent ourselves. Yeah. Represent ourselves from the street. We can't be labeled as these gangsters and everything.
That's
like
what we talking
to.
We talking to the streets with
everybody.
You know what I mean?
Everybody need to come on with it. We got kids growing up. I mean, they can get an education more now. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to work together and make things happen, because the Asian community, they got it.
Listen,
they figured it out.
Boy, they got it.
You get what I'm saying? The Hispanic community, they didn't figure it out. They work together. But one thing we don't do as a solid black community is we got to work together and we got to trust each other.
Right.
Instead of going buy that loaf of bread at Walmart, go buy that loaf of bread at Jerry's. It might be 50 cents higher, but that's because he can't afford to sell it at the same price as Walmart. Pay that 50 cents.
Yeah.
Pay that 50
cents. It really means
cents.
a lot to him. It means a lot more to him than
that's how he lives.
Walmart, you know
Walmart don't care if you go in there or not.
They don't.
But Jerry, he depend on you to go in there and buy that loaf of bread.
Yeah, and we didn't do that because the whole Heights at one point was like a whole black neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like they had their own
grocery store,
grocery stores, their own clinics, pharmacies, all that. You know what I mean? We all lost that because we weren't supporting it.
And now look at it.
Yeah, you know.
So we just gotta support each other, man. And I just want to recommend that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take support. It's gonna take heart. It's gonna take blood. It's gonna take tears. But you gotta start somewhere in order to see a change.
If you gonna
Don't
build for
complain about it if you're not working at.
Nah, and I also
think about
think,
your kids. You know what I mean?
even if you in the streets and you hustling and you doing all the other stuff and you stacking all this money, like
Give back.
Don't just let it sit there. Don't just buy some chains and some cars. Like, flip it, put it into a legal business. Start making, you know, residual income for yourself and for your children, because there ain't nothing that money's gonna do if it's just necklaces and clothes.
Right.
And cars,
Invest it
Like,
into the community that you earn the money from.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. You know what I mean? Invest it into that same community where you got that money.
Shout out to Northside Toy Drive. That ain't no illegal money, but they do a lot for the community here.
So.
All right. Well, we're gonna conclude.
And before we end this, I don't want people to think that I'm saying that all police officers bad or all white people are bad. You know what I mean? Because I know they're not.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Not.
I just want. When I talk about this, I'm talking about to the ones that's doing fuck shit. You know what I mean? The ones that's out here just on some grimy type stuff.
Capitalizing off of power.
Exactly. So those are the ones I'm talking to. I'm not talking to everybody that's in that. You know what I mean? Because I know that there's a lot of good police officers out here. Probably more good than there is bad. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I want everybody. I want everybody to stay safe. Stay away from that OG Corona. Cause she out there.
OG Rona.
Cause she out there.
That's not a new strand.
She out there.
That's a new virus.
She out there. So cover up, use that hand sanitizer, and be great. We'll see y'all next week.
Love y'all. Be safe.
Peace.